Welcome to this pre-market analysis of Nifty, where on a chart we try to find informed guesses of where buyers and sellers are. As you can see, these are the lines in fair value gaps we had drawn on the previous analysis, and Nifty has consolidated in this small range, in a very small range, broken above 24,000 and gave a day close above it. But it's well within these bearish fair value gaps, and we can consider it only a bullish move if it actually beats the weekly high and closes above these fair value gaps. So once again, I'm going to use this is the manual bias table that I'm going to use, and this is the indicator that I have developed. So just to double check, it's like a testing phase for this indicator. We'll do it manually and then test it against the readings on the indicator. Now, as usual, let's delete all the analysis and start afresh. Starting with the monthly time frame. On a monthly time frame, if I do not have a bias on Nifty, and that's why it is not sure. On the indicator also, yes, it is not sure. So why is it not sure? For a bullish bias, I need higher lows, and for a bearish bias, I need lower highs. So this was a higher low structure that Nifty was consistently gaining, and then after it took the previous all-time high, it for 3 consistent months it came down, but it did not invalidate the structure. But in March, the March candle is the bearish candle that invalidated the bullish structure, and now this has the April candle has the potential to reverse it, but it is going to take a few months before that happens, or there could be a lower high created, and then that would become bullish and bearish. So right now we do not have a bias, and only one important level, that is this, the last resort of buyers, the last point they are holding on to. And let me just increase the size of it, just so that in live market I know it's a monthly level. So that is 21,743. Going over to the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, the bias is bearish because this particular high is lower than this particular high. It's lower high that was created, and that's why the bias is bearish. And there is a fair value gap right here. That's an interesting level for the next weekly candle. So I'll just mark this fair value gap, and then there's another fair value gap. So let me mark this one first. Normally I do not mark weekly fair value gaps, but this is an interesting times warrant interesting actions. So these are the two fair value gaps, and it is Nifty is well into one fair value gap. This candle, this weekly candle, which is well inside the fair value gap, is not a respect candle. So what is a respect candle? So if this kind of a large wick was formed in here, then we call it a respect candle. That means it respected the fair value gap. But this looks like the buyers are winning right now. They are slowly absorbing all the orders in this liquidity in this area. And now what's an interesting level is this swing low that actually forms inside a fair value gap. Swing low inside a fair value gap. It's a confluence of two PD arrays, and that makes it very interesting. Let's see how Nifty's weekly candle behaves in this area. Going to the daily time frame. On a daily time frame, Nifty is, well, it has become bullish. So now you can see this is a swing low, this is a higher low. So I need to change this to bullish. And we have a fair value gap, a daily fair value gap that has come up in here. That's here. This one, let me mark it green. And inside the fair value gap, there's a swing high. So just as I explained here, this is a more tradable time frame, a daily time frame. A weekly time frame is, you can use it for weekly option selling or something. That otherwise it's not for someone like me who does intraday positions, who take intraday positions. Let me mark it in green and with a thinner line so that I know in live market what time frame that belongs to. So the point is, if Nifty opens somewhere down here, it could be a good opportunity to go long if you go by uh, the bullish time frame of the daily bullish time frame. Now going to the 4 hour time frame. On a 4 hour time frame, again Nifty is bullish. Why is it bullish? Because this is a swing low and here's a swing low. That's a higher low created. Now going to the hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, let us see what's going on. So this is a swing low. That swing low was invalidated. This is a swing high. That swing high was also invalidated. So it is not sure. So this is what uh, the final analysis is for today. On an hourly, it is not sure. And um, looking at the geopolitical developments, I am looking at a gap down. So if it gap downs in any of in this whole area, it could be an opportunity to go long. So that's what. And if the since it's like news based movements, if the news is like really bad, it could go all the way south. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I am preparing for a open in this fair value gap. That's it from my side. Once again, I'm not a certified analyst and I do this only for educational purpose. Thank you.